Hello, my name is David Akerman, student number 220310629, and this is my main plant watering assignment. As you can see, as soon as I run the code, the graph comes in to the screen and it states that the soil is dry, and it provides an array of the soil voltage and then the time. As you can see, if the soil changes from dry to moist, the graph would reflect that, and the code would run to water the plant accordingly. You can see this is a setup for the plant where the computer is connected to the Arduino. The battery is connected to the faucet, which is connected then to the pump. The pump is powered by the battery. The signal is set by the moisture sensor which is connected to the plant. That goes on to the Arduino. It is analyzed by the computer, and then the pump pumps water accordingly according to the code to the computer. Is the plant being watered by the pump, and as soon as the condition is met, the water stops pumping and the display shows that the plant is now being moisturized and or wet. Here is a function of the code. Here we're initializing all the functions, and here we're initializing all the variables that are going to be eventually used as water pump, LED that we're going to be using later on in the system. Here we're going to be using the graph display to initialize the graph that is going to be seen by the user. This is the timer. This is the array sensors that are going to be displayed on the computer screen of the user. Main task of the code, this is the required functions, and these are the initialized variables. Here we're setting up the scenarios for the plant. Here where the pump is off, it's going to display off. If the condition of the soil is very dry, it's going to display the pump is on, and it's going to then water the plant until further conditions are met. Here it's going to say that the plant is moist. It's going to say the pump is on. It's going to continue pumping until the conditions are met. And lastly, this is where the pump should be turned off because the soil is wet and we don't want to overwater the plant, thus killing it. Here we're printing out the moisture and the voltage of the plant and the previous values, so the user knows the whole history, how the plant has been, the voltage of the plant. This is the button listener task of the code, where it listens to make sure if the button has been pressed once to run the code accordingly and administer the plant, and it listens to make sure if the button has been pressed again to stop running the code and that the plant has already been desurveyed.